Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys don't already know, I'm Mr. Credit to Wealth, and you're currently tuned into, of course, the Mr. Credit to Wealth channel, where I talk about, of course, credit, show my daily life, and then, of course, teach you guys how to turn debt into income, credit into wealth, which is, of course, my name. But this video is really special because I will be talking to you guys about how I became an author 3 times. I'm a 3-time author by 21 years old. I'm currently 22, but I wrote my first book at 18, next book at 20, then the next book at 21. And I did that backwards. First book when I was 18, next book when I was 20, and then my last book I wrote when I was 21 years old, y'all. I'm not in the best attire right now, and I want to make sure, you know, I'm a little professional for y'all. So, cue the intro, finna get ready. See you in a minute. Alright, y'all, now that I'm in a little bit more professional attire, now I feel a little bit more comfortable actually speaking to you guys about how I became a 3X author at only 21 years old. So, quick little disclaimer though, I'm currently 22, but I wrote and finished all 3 of these books when I was 21. So that's why I'm saying when I was 21, because I got done with it when I was 21. But I'm just now starting to YouTube for real, so that's why I'm saying 21 and not 22. But besides the point, yes, I wrote all 3 of these books by myself, y'all, and I got them printed out as well by a company called Digipod or Dingipod, however you pronounce it. But they're actually really good for production of your books if you're interested in writing a book. They're very affordable in price, and not only that they're affordable, their manufacturing is in the United States, so it ships very quickly. Customer service was great, very affordable, and I get 50 books made at a time per book. So out of the 50 books I got made, it took them about like 2 weeks for them to make everything and then send them to me. And like I had them like at my front doorstep in 2 weeks. Like, crazy company. It's not a paid promotion neither. This is just strictly on the love and relationship that I have with them. So if you're interested in printing a book, hey, Digipod, that's exactly who I got it made by. Just a quick little plug for y'all if y'all interested in creating your own book. But now kind of going off of if you guys want to create your own book, I got to be honest with y'all. It's a very simple process. It's nothing like you would probably imagine it to be in terms of difficulty. Now, if you're trying to create like a story, like a fictional story with fictional characters, that's a whole different thing. I'm not into that in the sense of I never wrote a book like that, so I can't give you any advice on that. But if you actually have like a product that you want to sell, like a digital product based on information, I can help you with that. And when it comes to writing a book, the main thing you want to do is really focus on whatever topic you want to speak about. Meaning, you want to put in, like, this is exactly how I wrote my book. I'm going to just give it to you guys exactly how I wrote my book. I just went on my notes on my phone and said, hey, I want to create a book on starting credit, right? This is my first book. It's only 60 pages, y'all. This book is only 60 pages. Doesn't have to be crazy long. But I just said, hey, I want to create a book that is strictly on helping people start their credit. I wrote down all the information that I had in my brain. I studied a little bit more, and I put it all in my notes. Put my notes on my phone onto a Google Doc, and then I just organized it from there. Simple as that, y'all. It's as simple as that. A lot of people overcomplicate a lot of things, and what I'm really good at is I'm really good at organizing and planning and simplifying things. So I always put everything on my notes or a piece of paper or something, and then from there, I just kind of simplify it and organize it to the point where it's just as easily digestible as possible for me to be able to attack whatever I'm attacking. And it's the same thing with this book. You just want to put all that information that you have in your brain on some paper, and then from there, once you get everything out, just organize it. It's as simple as that. Not that difficult of a process, as long as you're just focused. And another tip for you guys, if you guys are interested in writing your own books, make sure that you're not all over the place. You want to stay organized. You want to go from, whatever topic is, like for example, starting credit. You want to have all the information for that and organize it in order, and don't just type everything in one day. It took me at least 2 months each for each one of these books for me to write. Not in terms of just putting the information on there, because the information is the easy part, because it's just, do this, do that, right? Simple. I did that in probably like 2 days. What took me so long was me being able to organize it and make sure it sounds good. right? So you always want to, reread it just to make sure it sounds good. Of course, for typos and, errors and stuff like that. But mainly just you want to come back as the reader as if you never read it before and go through and read it just to make sure it sounds okay. Now that we got that out the way, let's actually get into each one of these books, right? My first book I ever wrote, The Credit Grind, right? I remember taking this photo. All this stuff was on my iPhone, y'all. Like, this wasn't nothing crazy. I didn't have no professional photo shoot. This was all on my iPhone, and I did everything myself. I wrote this in 2023, y'all. Beginning of 2023. Now, how I got into writing a book was I wanted a way to kind of transport information to other people. Because at the time, I just got it started into, like, getting on the social media with credit and everything like that. And I was just very interested in spreading knowledge. And I was like, I can't talk all the time, so I need something to be able to kind of give people where they can get a piece of my brain, a piece of my information that I hold without me having to speak to everybody. So my mom told me literally just write a book, and that's exactly what I did, y'all. So this book, The Credit Grind, is literally how to start your credit from A to Z. It's very simple, easily digestible. Like I said, it's only 60 pages. It's literally a 40-minute read. If you're new to credit and don't know how to start, this is literally the book that's going to show you how to start from ground zero all the way to, I would say, like, if we're doing it from like 10 is a master and 0 is you don't know nothing about credit, this is a good 0 to 3 level book where it's going to teach you the basic definitions that you need to know for credit and how to properly get started. Like I said, it's a very easy read, 60 pages, easily organized, and I have a couple financial tips in here, but this is just exactly how I got started with credit. And this was my first book I ever wrote. It really taught me the process of writing a book, and the process is, like I explained in the beginning, putting your information that you want to put in a book on paper. It's as simple as that, y'all. I can't really explain it much more than that. Everybody has their own kind of like methods when it comes to certain things. I'm telling y'all, it's so simple to write a book. If you have something, and I always recommend too, always make it professional. I will always have a paper copy, even if it's just a digital book. If it's just a digital book, I would still say always have a copy, just simply because of the fact being that it makes you look a lot more professional, and it makes it seem like you're more serious about what you're doing. Because I got a lot of sales off these books just from me having paper copies. I don't even sell the paper copies yet. I have a bunch of them in the back, and I do it by hand, when I go out for public speaking events, when I go out to colleges and speak. But in terms of just like my main income off of these books, it's all digital, y'all. But it looks great having the physical copy, because a lot of people, they would just have a quote-unquote digital book and it's like 10 pages, like 10 pages of nonsense. So having a paper copy just kind of shows that you're serious about it. I always recommend that. And again, go down to Digipod. Perfect place for you guys to get them made at a very, very cheap rate. Again, this is a really, really good starter book when it comes to starting your credit. And this kind of just led the way for me, I'm not going to lie. So kind of pivoting off of this, I went from writing this book, this 60 pages, to this monster book. This is how many pages? This is 203 pages, y'all. 203 pages. I don't know if it focused on there, but this compared to this, look at the difference. Look at the difference of this. When I told you this book inspired me, it inspired me. So then I went crazy with information. Now, if I said, remember how I said this book is like a 0 to 3 on the scale of like, information and where you are with your credit. This is taking you from, I know absolutely nothing about credit, to now I know how to get started. I know the basics. This is going from 3 to 7. When I tell you this book is gigantic and full of information about credit, I'm telling you, it goes over business and personal credit. It has a bunch of just advanced terminology in here. It's a crazy book, y'all. It's insane. And I don't know if y'all peeped it, but I made it look like a credit card. I got the chip here, the numbers, all that good stuff. I wanted to make it look like a credit card because I just thought it was a dope design, I'll be honest. I thought it was a dope design. But anyway, this book is, like it says on the back, it's beyond the basics. And it's really, really, really meant for people who are getting started with investing with credit. So we have the first book, which is, of course, how to get started with your personal credit. It doesn't have anything to do with business credit, but it does teach you how to properly start and build your credit portfolio. So this is great for high schoolers and anyone just completely new to credit. Now, this book is for anybody who wants to invest with credit. Anybody that's looking forward to using their personal credit to get business credit to make investments, whether that be real estate, a clothing brand, or even you want to start your own credit business one day. This is the book to do it. It's 203 pages of straight game, y'all. Now, with these two books, it's straight information, right? So it's really no storytelling. It's just direct information. And after I wrote these books, I wanted to kind of test myself. I wanted to say, I want to be more engaging because these books are great for information. It's a great resource to have, but it's not entertaining. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. These books are not entertaining. So what I did was after I wrote these books, I said, I want to be more entertaining. And that's where I created my favorite book. And I don't think I can top this book. 30 Credit Cards at 21. Y'all, I think I can't beat this book. Like, this book is not only a combination of these two books, but it's also my story. So what I did with this book was, hold on, y'all. I'm just reliving, making it more. When I tell you I had so much fun writing this book, y'all, I had so much fun writing it because what I did was I taught you guys about credit through my story. So I took you guys from the beginning of my credit journey, how I first learned about credit, by telling my story and saying, hey, you know, I did this, and from this situation, I learned this, if that makes sense to y'all. Which was it was so dope writing this book because I get to relive my life and kind of go over like my fails and my mistakes that I made and show you guys the mistakes that I made and teach you guys from those mistakes that I learned. Like a movie. Like I literally wrote this book just like a movie. And y'all can see on the back, like, I just have my progression, how I went from running to getting into the credit business, using my credit business to kind of help leverage my construction company. And then from there, I became Mr. Credit to Wealth. Like I went from runner to construction to getting started with my credit business to now I'm Mr. Credit to Wealth. I had so much fun writing this book. So just to kind of give you like an insight on what the book is about, I'm going to read the preface first for you guys, just so you guys can kind of understand my mindset while reading this book and to kind of get like a little intro to it. Preface I named, If I Lose It All Today, I'll Rebuild It Tomorrow. And this preface really means a lot to me. I actually really opened up to you guys in this book and kind of put in perspective and put my emotions in here so you guys can actually understand my story and not only my reasoning for becoming, you know, a credit influencer and to become a mentor for people, but also you guys can understand what I went through to get to this point and to show you guys what it takes to become a full-time entrepreneur, especially so young. So, if I lose it all today, I'll rebuild it tomorrow. In our lives, we encounter various challenges and obstacles that test our resilience, determination, and belief in ourselves. We experience setbacks, failures, and moments when it feels like everything is falling apart. But it is in these moments of adversity that our true character and strength are revealed. This book, 30 Credit Cards at 21, is an exploration of the entrepreneurial mindset and a testament to the power of perseverance. This section, I just wanted to kind of open up with you guys and, of course, show you through my words what it means to be an entrepreneur. Throughout the pages that follow, I invite you on a journey that dwells into the intricacies of starting credit and entrepreneurship, but also transcends the realm of practical knowledge. It is a journey that intertwines valuable information with my personal journey, revealing the lessons I learned along the way. I am not here to offer a quick fix solution or a secret formula for overnight success. Instead, I aim to share insights garnered from my own experiences, triumphs and the tribulations, the highs and the lows. This book is an honest reflection of the challenges I faced, the mistakes I made, and the wisdom I gained through the process of building and rebuilding. More than a mere guidebook, 30 Credit Cards at 21 seeks to inspire and ignite a fire within you, a fire that fuels your dreams, fuels your determination, and fuels your unwavering belief in your ability to never give up, no matter how many denials you may receive. I don't know if y'all peep that, but denials like credit, I get into that in a little bit, but yeah, I just want to make sure y'all peep that. At first glance, this is a book about credit and how to attain a bunch of it. But deeper down, I want this book to teach you about what it takes to become an entrepreneur through credit. It is a call to embrace the mindset of an entrepreneur. A mindset that perseveres in the face of adversity, that finds opportunity amidst chaos, and that refuses to accept defeat. In these pages, you will find practical advice on gaining credit, strategies, tips, and insights to help you navigate the complexities of credit. But beyond that, you will discover the essence of what it means to be an entrepreneur, the passion, the creativity, and the unyielding spirit that drives us to dream big and pursue those dreams relentlessly. Remember, success is not defined solely by financial gains or external validation. It is a personal journey unique to each individual. Whether you are starting from scratch or rebuilding after a loss, this book will empower you to embrace your own path, trust in your abilities, and persevere with unwavering determination. I hope that the stories and lessons within these pages resonate within you, encourage you, and provide you with tools and inspiration you need to embark on your own entrepreneurial journey. Remember, even in the face of adversity, you possess the power to rebuild, reinvent, and reimagine your future. With an open heart, an open mind, and an unwavering spirit, let's embark on this journey together. I don't know about y'all, but that hit home for me. That hit home for me. And that's why I like the preface. And if you guys don't know, a preface is basically kind of like the start of a book where you just read it, and it kind of just kind of like how it sounded. Like, it shows you and it kind of like explains what the book is about. But I really opened my heart out on that for y'all. Like, I really wanted y'all to understand that this is not just any credit book. This is not just like these two books. This is literally my story, my upbringing, all the BS that I went through in my life to get to this point is in this book, along with teaching you guys exactly the information I gained from it. And it's not only just about credit, y'all. This is not just a credit book. It is a book about trial and error. It's a book about denials. That's why I made sure y'all peep when I said the denial part, because I meant that as a double entendre. Like, of course, it's going to teach you how to, not get denied for credit. But if you do get denied, how to keep pushing forward. And again, that goes for credit, and it also goes for just life. Entrepreneurship is difficult, and if you're looking to invest with credit, I'm telling y'all, this is the book. Like, don't get me wrong, these are great informational books, but these are just credit guides, y'all. This is just information. Now, this is how I gained the information, plus how I use the information to become successful. This is my favorite book. I don't think I can top this book, y'all. It's crazy to think about how I became an author, a 3x author, and my journey along the way. I went from creating a 60-page book with just, basic game. Then I created this heavy book with a bunch of game. And then I grew to the point where I created a story where you guys can learn and master credit the same way I did through telling my story, y'all. I'm so proud of myself for doing this, but I just wanted to create this video and show y'all that, for one, I'm a 3x author, of course, because a lot of people don't know that, and I gotta start saying that more. I wanted to show you guys that anything you want to do, you can do. Like, there's nothing holding you back. And this is kind of going off the basics of this book and what this book teaches about, but I want to bring something to you guys that a lot of other content creators, other YouTubers, whatever you want to call us, a lot of people don't bring up. And it's that you can do whatever you want, no matter what. Like, I would have never thought to become an author. It was just a random thought that my mom said, yeah, you should do. I love having these trio of books because it really shows kind of like my evolution in becoming an author. And then not only that, it's such a great trio to have. If you guys are interested in buying these books, you guys can go to my Instagram at Mr. Credit to Wealth. And in my bio, you can buy all three of these books, the PDF versions, for only $20, right? But it's just amazing game in here. It's 3 different ways to digest the content, which I love. So if you want something quick and easy, you have this first book, The Credit Grind. If you want to actually sit down and digest a lot of game, kind of like a dictionary in a sense, this is it. This is basically the dictionary of credit. And if you actually want to be engaged through storytelling and just feel inspired and just feel like, I don't know, you just feel like you want to get up and like do something, this is the book that's going to do that for you guys. Yeah, y'all, I'm a 3x author. I plan on making another book soon. It's just really a time thing. It takes a lot of time to write a book. Like I told you guys, it took me like 2 months each to write these books because of not only just the information, but to just go back and revise everything. But I just want to get on here and show you guys that not only that I'm a 3x author, but really just be an example to you guys that you guys can be anything that you want, and you just have to be willing to go after it, y'all. It's okay to be open with yourself and say, hey, my culture does this, but I want to do this. Like, it's not really that many young black individuals saying that they're an author, becoming an author, you know, and they say they're interested in writing but never do it. So I just want to be on here and show you guys that although, you know, I put on this persona on the internet, yeah, I got a chain, I got a car, I'm not trying to put that out there in the sense of that's all that I am. I wanted to show you guys that I'm a lot more than that, and to kind of be, you know, deeper with you guys and let y'all know, like, hey, I enjoy writing. Like, writing this book, y'all see my face when I would pull the book out. Like this, like that's my pride and joy. I love saying that I wrote this book. Like, I love my other books, but like this book, it's top of the food chain in my opinion, y'all. I love this book. But yeah, I just wanted to again kind of be a leader for you guys and show you guys that through God anything is possible. Just please, please, whatever you guys want to do, attack it. I would have never wrote these books if I just didn't attack it. Like, just whatever you want to do, guns blazing, foot on the gas, all in, no matter what, y'all. Just use me as an example, use me as inspiration to be able to become what you want to become and do what you want to do, y'all. So I just wanted to give you guys like an overview on these books and let y'all know again what these books are about. And like I said, man, this is my favorite book, y'all. I can't say that enough. I can't say that enough. But that being said, y'all, I love and appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And again, if you guys are interested in purchasing these books, y'all can go to my Instagram at Better Finance Today and go on my link in bio. And again, y'all can get the PDF versions of these books for only 20 bucks, y'all. That's going to be forever the sale price. This is basically the 3 books you need to get started with investing with credit. Like, these books all together might be like 400 pages. This is 400 pages of straight credit game, y'all. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Again, if y'all mess with the content, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.